Look, his serve is the same as Brother Lay's. After serving, the hand stands straight. Can you see what kind of spin it is? Can everyone see what spin it is? If you were playing against, do you think you could read it? Did anyone guess it? Let me explain to you guys what is meant by a combined force. It's normal for this ball to have a certain angle. And you can see, at the exact moment of serving, his right hand moves. So this is not an illegal combined force serve. Come. For the rest of us, let's guess the spin. It's pretty good. This ball. Can everyone see what spin it is? Everyone, watch the release. Watching the release, can't tell from the release. Look at the bounce. This angle is easier to see. Right, a bit easier. From this angle, serve another one. What spin is this? When I serve the hook, mainly the grip is shifted a bit more to this side. Also, the whole palm. All 5 fingers. Grip it more solidly. This makes it easier to apply force. Right. I see some players like to hold it like this. Holding it like this is also correct. But the force might not be as concentrated as holding it this way, which is a relatively more solid grip. With this way of applying force, this hook serve is easier to execute. So you guys can go and compare it roughly. My grip is pretty similar to theirs. I just hook it slightly more. The second point is serving. Fake motion for topspin and backspin. Whether I'm serving topspin or backspin, my follow-through goes upwards. This means it's not easy for the opponent to guess the spin. For example, my fake motion and backspin look exactly the same. Look, I'll demonstrate it for everyone. Right, it's a downward contact, and after hitting, it jerks upwards. Right, it's a jerk. Right, they are actually all relying on fake motions to deceive people. His serve floats a lot. Everyone can take a look at mine. I serve 2 topspins and 2 backspins, but my motion remains consistent. Right. It always goes up. It's just that the contact point on the ball is different. It might be on the lower part of the contact point. For topspin, it might be on the upper part. Does the wrist need to hook backwards? The wrist definitely has to turn sideways. Because it's a hook, the spin is definitely going in this direction. When you make contact with the ball, the wrist still needs to have a curve. An inward hooking curve, everyone can take a look. Because if the wrist doesn't hook backward, it's not a hook serve anymore. It just becomes a spin. Therefore, you must first make the serve a bit more sideways. A bit more sideways. Then jerk it upward, and just pay attention to the contact point. The difference between his serve and Brother Lay's is both motions are the same, just making it impossible for you to tell. That is, the motion for topspin and backspin is identical. Is it backspin? Let me test the spin for you all. The backspin is really good. Topspin. This is backspin. See that? Everyone, look at him. I'll serve one without a fake motion for backspin. You. See that? Backspin. Look how straight it stands. Too bouncy. Shimen Chuixu, a fictional swordsman. Quite elegant, right? Yeah, spinny. I have to hold the racket up to receive it, otherwise it drops down. First, the racket angle must be a bit more vertical. Then brush it a bit thicker. And then, the moment of contact must be concentrated. There must be a sense of a sudden pause. This way, the spin you produce is extremely heavy. You just must be concentrated. Then add a little bit of side. And then, this waist area must be kept a bit tense. I'll demonstrate a few more for you. How do you serve topspin? It's nothing more than hitting the ball on the upper half of the racket. a bit more on the upper half. Yeah, and when going sideways, apply more sideways force, then it becomes topspin. Side top, Of course, this side top, there are two methods. One is pure side top, the other one has a slight surging kicking effect. Yeah. Look, this is pure side top. This one is surging. Hard to see. From my angle, it's particularly hard to see. Right, really looking at him, if he receives it with this quality, meaning the quality isn't very high, my next shot basically allows me to attack. Right. Haha. I truly couldn't read this. Serve. I truly couldn't read this. Serve. Honestly, I can't see the release. His backspin is a secret weapon. Yeah, his backspin is a secret weapon. After he serves his backspin, honestly, the racket angle comes over that vertical. And it's served very fast. I really can't read it. Don't serve long. If you serve long, I will loop. I can loop it. Serve. Right, for short ones, I'm relatively better. When he serves half long, it gets so spinny, like this. Because when he serves this, if you fully apply the spin, it easily goes off the table. Right. Honestly, if I stand from a match perspective, in this situation, I basically wouldn't short touch. Because I feel when I return his serve, I simply can't see your release. That means I eat the spin, right? My first reaction is, I can't see his release. So what am I returning? I judge based on his trajectory and bounce. It's served really, really well. It's just... Is this topspin? A bit of top, but also a bit of back. Hahaha. Scary. He serves so spinny. Look at this ball. And it's served fast, you know? It's when you can't see the release. If you use your secondary instinct to judge, it's relatively hard to return this kind of ball. I definitely wouldn't. In a match, my short touch is very risky. Encountering his kind of serve. How would I return it? Honestly, one. Encountering this kind of serve. First, I will focus on the half-long balls. 2. I let the spin weaken. I can long push later. I'll show you guys my return method. If I follow a normal thought process to return. If I aggressively short touch, I might touch it very well. But I might also pop it up or completely definitely use the safest method to just get the ball on the table first. I definitely wouldn't return it like that. If it were me in a normal match, I would definitely stand a bit more towards the forehand. I would focus on the half-long balls. I'd focus on his spin wouldn't be as intense, right? Once he reduces the spin, I will. Controlling it short will be relatively better. Right, look, if I long push like this, if you blast it, I'll accept it. But at least I didn't lose the first stroke. I'm really a bit overwhelmed. Look, once I move here, there's pressure. If I return it slightly like this, it's easier to return. Standing at this angle to return is a bit hard. Right, if I return it like this, it's hard for me. Your serve doesn't curve. It comes straight and very fast. Backspin. Concentrated. Everyone can take a look at my stroke here. Extremely concentrated. He serves quite straight. It doesn't curve upon landing. This kind of hook is quite awkward and fast. Another thing is the second point. Which is that? Hook, serve, backspin, fake motion. For the fake motion, there must be an upward jerk after the serve. This can confuse the opponent, making the opponent unable to clearly see what spin you served. Explained very well. Everyone, can you tell what spin this serve of mine is? Mainly, the backspin serve is a bit mixed. It's also a bit like topspin, a bit fast, right? Spinny, extremely spinny. You mean it needs to pause? If it doesn't hook, this part is missing. This hook serve has an upward inertia. There must be a sudden pause. A sense of pause. When serving this hook must definitely be utilized. Everyone can see my topspin and backspin. The serving motion is the same. It's identical. There is no change. Topspin, backspin. This is also serving backspin with a kick is a bit backspin. Right. It's this upward motion. A kick. It comes over with a bit of a kick. It comes over with a bit of a kick. This makes it hard to judge. They all come over with a bit of a kick. What the heck? You can't see the release. You guys can only see the ball, you know? Right. Look, you guys can't see the release. You can only see the ball. The difficulty of returning this serve is extremely high. You can only see the ball coming over. As for him, when he moves the racket, you guys can't see the motion at all. See that? But his release is extremely fast. From this position you can see it. I missed the return. Can't see clearly, no choice. And also you can through the ball's speed, including the bounce. Come, explain it to everyone here. Is it backspin? Backspin, Mainly it's still this fake motion. When serving the hook serve, everyone must have a sense of sudden pause. What is a sense of sudden pause? That upward jerk. Whether it's topspin or backspin.